Hey champions, this is Arian Tyson out of St. Louis, Missouri, and I'm just coming back at you to shoot a video on this Friday afternoon here in St. Louis. I just want to challenge you today. I want to challenge you to, from this perspective. Greatness comes with getting started. Let me preface my comments. I was just listening to a mixtape from Eric Thomas. Eric Thomas is also known as E.T. the hip-hop preacher. And he was talking about how a lot of people in the hip-hop game or the rap game, they talk about stuff that they haven't lived. And one thing that I could take from that is, regardless to how egregious these rappers are by lying about the life that they've lived, I can flip a coin and say at least they got started. Some people refuse to get started. Some people, they just stay in the ready position, but they never pull the trigger. And from where I'm from, if you pull your gun, you better be prepared to shoot it. And the same is when it comes to going after your dream, living out your purpose, living in your purpose, living on purpose. No matter how you want to say it, it all works the same. You have to be willing to pull the trigger. You have to be willing to step out there. You have to be willing to get started. There are too many people that are afraid to get started because they're waiting for the ideal condition to come. They're waiting for it to be the perfect time. They're waiting for all their I's to be dotted and all their T's to be crossed. Let me tell you something. In the business that I do, it was not an ideal situation. The circumstances were not ideal, but you know what? I got started. I was on my way to an event for another business, my primary business. And did I really have the money to get started? My bank account said, no, I didn't. But you know what? When your dream is worth that much to you, you're willing to make the temporary sacrifice for a long-term gain. Some of you are not even willing to make the sacrifice, a temporary sacrifice for the long-term gain, but yet you want to frown upon people that are willing to step out on faith to accomplish their dream, and then you want to call what they're doing a scam. You need to be ashamed of yourself, and what you're saying is really ridiculous. And I know ridiculous is not a word, but I just got through watching Kevin Hart a couple of hours ago. So that's what's on my mind, and it actually makes perfect sense. So the reality is this: you got to get started. And there's too many people that I know that interact with me on social media that are scared to get started. I do not understand the logic behind it, but yet they sit up and they complain about why they are in the same situation. It's not. And one thing that I can figure out is there is a common denominator in all circumstances that you deal with. You know what the common denominator is? You are the common denominator. So if you want things to change in your life, in your finances, in your bank account, in your environment, you have to get started making a decision. You have to get started taking chances, taking calculated risk, because the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. Don't go into something second guessing yourself. Don't go into something with fear, because fear will keep you where you are. It will keep you broke. It will keep you bound. It will keep you frustrated. But you have to be willing to take the chance. And if you're willing to take the chance to get started on living the life that you deserve to live, connect with me. Reach out to me and say, Arian, I'm ready to get started. I can't see all the steps, but I see the staircase and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get started. And if you're truly ready to get started, pull the trigger, click the link below, and then connect with me. Because what's going to happen is you feel a sense of liberation when you finally pull the trigger, when you finally stop second guessing yourself. Struggle comes on the road to success. Trust me, I know. And regardless to what people are going to say, because they're going to say things. People fear what they don't understand. You have to be willing to step out there and get it done. If you're ready. Because there's no time like the present. That's why it's called a gift. If you're ready, click the link below. We'll see you on the other side. Peace.